Hi, following up on the email from last month. Sorry for taking so long on this. You were looking for information on one, how do you log on to your project? Two, how do you request an OAuth token for particular sources? And then how does the project use the four specific scopes that were identified? I'm going to walk through those again and try to be a little bit more clear about it for you. We'll see how it goes. So sign in at encyclome.com is accomplished through the sign in button at the top. You will sign into your account, um, your Google account, and you can kind of see through the process. Okay, I'm signed into it. It's enabled a certain number of menu items. If I go into one of those active menu items, I get into what I call the Finder part of the application. In here is where the various sources that have been authorized have been brought in. You can see there are spots for documents, emails, events from calendars, contact information, etc. The sources of information that get authorized are listed here in this fade-in pane. For example, if a particular account, like my Gmail account, has not been authorized yet or has been disabled for whatever reason, I can reauthorize myself through this process. You see it brings up the authorization page. I pick who I am. It goes through the Google process, and on the advanced screen, uh, then continue. It says, here are the four services that you're authorizing at this point. So the process kind of goes through the normal flow. I've kind of walked through this before. Hopefully that's straightforward enough. And you can see then in the sources menu that particular source has been authorized. From that point forward, the webhooks automated flows will be in place. If a person wants to go back and scan backwards, they can do that through the scan options. For example, here, they can scan the source. They can go back, however many days they want to go back in time to look at their sources. All right, so that's the login, that's the authorization. Now the four scopes, one had to do with the first one was events, the calendar events. You can see here, I'm bringing in all of the calendars that a person has access to, their primary as well as alternate calendars. You can see those in the calendar list here in the detail section. When I click on an event, I can see information about that event brought up over on the right. Up at the top are the associated contacts for that event. These are the attendees, as well as the indications of organizer, creator, and owner are in there as well. Those events are also read. The full body of those events are read, and the contents of the body are indexed in what we call tags in this system. You can see the content tags from the body of these emails today. These emails are openable if you're logged into the right account by simply clicking on them. It will open up to your account. We'll go ahead and get out of that. And you can kind of see by definition the detail information that's available to the user over here is where does this come from, what is the URL, what calendar did it come from, etc. So I think we're good there on the calendar. The same is also true on the drive side. These fall under the documents heading. You can see that documents are brought in. These are the names of the documents. The metadata are saved. The details section over on the right shows you the details of where the documents come from, the folder path that they were found. I don't display the entire folder directory at this point and don't intend to. The contents of those documents are then downloaded and run through an simple AI natural language search to pull out tag words and concepts and other things out of that. That's part of the authorization scope. And also associated with any of the documents are the owners and anybody who the document is shared to. You can see those in the upper right-hand corner of that. So that takes care of auth drive and auth drive.file. And then the drive.metadata only, or read only, is where the titles and descriptions of the files come in, the names and emails addresses of who it's shared with, and the folder names. So I think I've covered all of the auths. I'm going to save this and send it on to you, and hopefully we'll do okay. Give me a ring back if you still have questions.